Where's her name coming up? Oh, there we go. Hey, y'all. I'm waiting for Candace to come in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hey.
Hey, Lala.
I'm putting on my Fenty Beauty.
Nice.
My Gloss Bomb by Rihanna.
Ooh, that one is so good.
Yes, it is.
It looks good on every skin tone, too. Hey, guys.
It does. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Reality Recap, where we talk about reality shows and shit.
all the good shit.
How was your weekend?
Good. I didn't really do too much. You know what? You will appreciate this, Vala. We bought a wine bar to build, but it was like 5,000 pieces. It took us like 3 hours to build it.
Wow, nice. Cheers.
We had so much. You know, like for Christmas, people give you like wine for presents. And I didn't even have anywhere else to like put it. And I was like, let me just go get something nice. Like, you know, like a little rack. So we found one, but it was like in a million pieces, girl. We was in here for 3 hours putting this wine rack together. It was a mess.
Wow. That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
I love anything wine. But what's up, y'all? Welcome. Hey.
What up?
So what should we just start talking about Amara? Am I saying her name right? La Negra?
Yeah. You want to start talking about that?
I kind of like her music. I was listening to her recently. So I guess we'll talk about Amara, who is a cast member on Love and Hip Hop Miami, the new season.
Yeah.
And she's also a Afro-Latina artist.
Yeah.
And she was on the Breakfast Club this morning, if you guys listen to Power 105, with Charlamagne, Angela Yee, and DJ Envy. So many names to remember. But I didn't listen to the interview yet because I've been busy today with work and all this other crap, so I didn't have time to listen to the interview. But I'm gonna fight Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Catch him outside. How about that? But yeah, so she basically, what I'm reading from the blogs and everything, because I had to just like skim it over, and then I was looking at Twitter. You can always find news on Twitter. People have been dragging them all day. They are really pissed because supposedly DJ Envy and Charlamagne were trying to discredit her struggles of being accepted in Hollywood as an Afro-Latina artist. And
acting like he didn't know what, like she was trying to explain for anybody out there. She was trying to explain that there are Black Latina people. Like, look, there's Black, Hispanic, and, you know, like, he was like, well, are you Black? Are you Hispanic? Are you Dominican? Like, what do you think? And she was trying to explain to him, like, what it was, and he totally was just trying to, like, he's always, I feel like, fishing for that joke, fishing for that, like, laugh. And it wasn't something that was funny. Like, she was trying to explain her point, you know?
Yeah. I think they feel like they have to live up to a certain point because of how big they are, and people know how Charlamagne is as a radio personality. So they're probably thinking that, you know, just can't be no boring interview. Maybe to them, this topic was a little bit boring and dry, even though it's a serious topic. So he's trying to find something, you know, just to create that, like, that boom effect so people can talk about it. Yeah. And unfortunately, it fired back because a lot of people aren't feeling them right now. I guess Angela Yee wasn't in the interview because no one's really talking about her. I didn't listen to it yet. I guess it was just the two guys.
I heard her chime in on some stuff because she was referring back. They must have had another Afro-Latina. I can't remember who it was. And she was referring back to that interview. Because she was like, guys, you remember when... I can't remember. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't remember who she was referring to. But she was like, you remember she was explaining to us that there is Black Latin people. And they were like, oh, I don't remember that. And I feel like also... and I like DJ Envy because I do feel like sometimes he is just like the goofy, naive one on there. But like, I feel like as soon as Charlamagne takes that dive, he follows right after him. And I just was like,
because Charlamagne, out of the three of them, Charlemagne is definitely the leader. Yeah. Even though DJ Envy leads the show, like he leads into the topics, he'll be like, "Oh, Charlemagne, you got this," or "What's up next? You do this," and blah blah blah. But Charlemagne is the show basically. He's the leader. Yeah. So I feel like without Charlemagne, there's no Breakfast Club, there's no show. Yeah. But I did see on Twitter, someone was like, "Oh, all of you guys want to boycott, but y'all don't want to boycott the Breakfast Club." I was like, "Oh, here we go with the boycott. Here we go.
Here we go with the boycott."
I don't know. Would y'all boycott the Breakfast Club? Envy is a big bozo too.
Did anybody listen to the interview this morning? What were your thoughts? How did you feel about it?
So I'm looking at something. I think she was saying like they'll always pick the lighter ones who look like J-Lo. Like who cares if you're talented? Who cares if you're educated and everything? And then she supposedly said she tried to try out for like a Latin soap opera, and they told her she would be considered or something for like the roles of a prostitute, a gangster, or a slave. Which is so typical. Yes. Just what Black people had to go through back in the day when you only saw them on screen for those certain roles. If they were like a maid or a slave, I was like, so, you know, I don't know. I feel like they didn't take her seriously at all. And then they try to make it seem like she's delusional, it seems like, reading. Like they were like, "Oh, you sure like it's not in your head?" How do you try to downplay someone's struggles? Like that's
somebody said they need donkey of the day.
Exactly. I was thinking that Charlemagne, he gave Monique donkey of the day this morning, which I don't mind that, but he needs to man up, go on the radio. He's given himself donkey of the day before. He needs to go on the radio tomorrow, say he was wrong, read what people are saying about him on Twitter, address that, and, you know, say that him and Envy were wrong and give themselves donkey of the day, because it's only right. They're so wrong. Like, I still didn't listen to it, but, like, reading what the interview was about and looking at people's reactions, I'm like, this was a hot mess. And supposedly Envy brought up Cardi B or something and said something like, what did he say about, like, do you think you're lighter or something? Because they were talking about, like, Cardi B's success since she's a Latina. And they, like, failed to talk about, like, her light skin or, like, privilege. Like, they didn't want to bring that up. But she's telling her story, Amara. Like, you can't take away anyone's story. Like, you didn't know what she had to go through. You're not her. So they're wrong. I think they're wrong. And I like them, but I think they're wrong.
Yeah, I like the Breakfast Club. I enjoy a lot of the interviews that because they get all the hot people on. Any hot topic, they get the person on there within 24 hours. The thing also with today, when Amara was talking about why she's so passionate and being an advocate for this topic about Afro-Latina, she said a little small, dark-skinned Latin girl came up to her and was like, "I don't feel pretty," you know, and I guess she was asking her, "Why do you not feel pretty?" And she was saying, "Because white people don't see me as pretty." So then he said, "Who gives a F what white people think?" But
Charlemagne said that?
Charlemagne. Yeah, he was kind of like trying to be like, don't worry about them, but it comes off wrong sometimes. And I think that a lot of the things that I saw, it was like he was being dismissive, and I could feel like how people were saying that. I got his point, because I'm that type of person. Like, don't worry about if somebody says you're ugly. Don't worry about that person saying you're ugly. Like, you gotta believe that you're beautiful, because if you don't believe you're beautiful, the world won't believe that. But the way that he said it to Amara, and she was being very passionate about speaking about such a serious topic, people was going here. People was going on.
And if they were trying to make her go off, it's not working, because she's not the type of person, you know, to do that. I feel like if that was
media trained,
exactly. Yes. So they failed. They just have to give themselves donkey of the day. They really failed. But so yeah, what shows? Oh, did you check out that new show that I forgot, someone told us to check out a new show. I didn't check it out.
Undercover High?
How is it? I have her set to record. It is?
It is.
Can you just say a little, like, what it's about?
Yeah, so for all of you guys, hey, what's going on, everybody? So Undercover High is another reality show. It takes place, one part is in Kansas like a high school in Kansas, and I think they're doing another segment of a high school in Brooklyn. And basically what they're doing is they got like 20-something-year-olds from like 23 to like 27 that look like they're still really young, and they planted them as like new students in these high schools. So they
might remind me of that movie with Drew Barry. Is it Drew Barrymore?
17 again or something like that.
Yeah.
17 again, something along those lines. Yeah.
But she's like undercover as a journalist.
Yeah. It's just.
They just stole that damn movie's concept.
Yes, it is. It's just like that. But you know, there's a more serious tone of it's only on episode 2, so if you guys haven't, what channel is it on? Is that Lifetime? I think it's on Lifetime, guys. Let me look real quick.
Okay.
But the show is really, really good. The first episode, I guess...
Never Been Kissed, that's the movie.
Yes, Never Been Kissed. The new students, which are the adults, are coming in around like winter formal time. So people are like getting excited for the winter formal, and this one Latina girl, her and her brother are in it together. She was bullied for being, Mexican. They both are Mexican, and then he was gay. So their high school experience was really, really, really difficult. So now they're going back to this high school in Kansas to see if they can help understand some of almost like the segregation that takes place in high school between the Caucasian students, the African American students, and the Hispanic students. And right off the bat, the Latin girl is very, very pretty. I can't wait to see the Brooklyn episode either. The Latin girl, the Mexican girl, she is very, very pretty. And so these teenage kids, these guys are trying to like get at her. So they accidentally put her in a group chat, and they're all talking about how they trying to sleep with her. And then this one guy was like, why don't we rape her and give the play-by-play how they would rape her.
What's the show called again? People are asking.
Oh, it's called Undercover High, like Undercover High School. It's,
my God.
It's like the adult that look very young. They look like they could be high school students, and they plant them as new students inside this high school. And yeah, it's eye-opening. Just even looking at how like the kids are constantly on their cell phones in class. Like we had Nokia freaking those little block phones. Like we were, we might be texting a little bit in class.
Let me tell you, I went to high school when I was a freshman. Wasn't no phones, beepers, okay? I'm revealing my age right now. We had beepers on the hips. It was the black beepers, and then the little red and different colored beepers with the little gold chains. That's when everyone started rocking those beepers. And then it wasn't until like, I think our sophomore year when the Nokias became popular, but prepaid phones with the snake game.
Beeper. Like, page me.
I had a beeper that wasn't even working. I was just fronting. My parents are like, what are you doing? You don't have no beeper? That better not be working. Because my mom used to be like, the only people that have beepers are drug dealers and doctors. And I'm like, it's not on. It's just a front. Like,
yeah. Oh, Caramel Kisses, you're right. The principal found out. So, Lala, the principal found out that the person that was talking about raping the girl wasn't even in the high school, which was like crazy. It was.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think that really was eye-opening to see that kind of conversation was happening with high school students. That to me, like, you plotting a rape like that, like that's crazy. And I don't know if anybody, I know we're kind of digressing, but I don't know if anybody saw the Netflix series 13 Reasons. That's how high school is. Like, it's
nowadays,
hard for us to understand that because we went to high school. The worst thing was, like, if it was a little bit of drama, it might be in school for like a week, and you might three-way people and be like, yo, did you see, did you hear, did you do that? And then it's gone. There's no digital footprint of all this embarrassing stuff. These kids, it's definitely different. Undercover High is the show. Oh, I was looking to see what channel.
So I'm going to record that.
It's really good.
On A&E, right?
Yes, A&E. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I definitely want to talk about Married at First Sight and Catfish.
Yes.
And what's the other show? Love Lockdown. I hope you guys have been watching Love Lockdown. But let's talk about Married at First Sight first, because
Lala, I can straight notes about Married at First Sight. I can't.
Read them, girl. Oh my God, Jeff D. He's killing me. The Haitian guy.
I went and I searched and I followed Jeff D on Twitter, and
I found his Twitter too.
His pin tweet was something like an article, and I wanted to read a little bit of the article because it was very interesting. So the source is realitytvworld.com, and it was you know how they'll send you the questions and you write back the answers, that type of interview. And it said, why did you initially, this is Jeff D, the realitytvworld.com's asking him this. Why did you initially decide to apply for Married at First Sight and take the risk of marrying a complete stranger? Was dating in the real world, away from cameras in the Boston area, that much of a struggle? And then he replied, dating wasn't much of a struggle for me, but I do work a lot and meeting people was really tough. And being settled and alone wasn't a great feeling. I even thought about getting a dog to help with the loneliness because the dog will love you no matter what. So I thought
that's true.
So I thought this would be a great opportunity to hopefully have the experts find someone who was made just for me. Can you imagine cutting out the legwork and being gifted with a woman who was matched for you? I had to at least take a shot at it. And I was like, okay.
Wait, this is Jeff D?
This is Jeff D, right?
The Haitian guy?
This is the Haitian guy. So then the next question was, and then I'll just read these two questions and we can discuss. So the realitytvworld.com asked him, Married at First Sight unfortunately has a low success rate of couples who decide to stay married long term. Was this a big concern of yours for choosing to participate in the experiment? Did the outcome of the previous season affect your faith or trust you had in the experts to match you with the right person? And Jeff D said, to be 100% honest, I never heard of the show before. I'm not really into watching reality TV. I'm a Netflix and turn on the office kind of guy. So my only concern was that I would be matched with someone who doesn't like me or I don't like.
So how you on a show but you ain't never watched it before?
Lala, when I see that, I was like, oh, so you just really taking this risk out here? Like, you really just don't... Like, I felt some type of way when I read that. Somebody said he's a noodle. I felt some type of way when I read that. I was like... So, he legitimately...
Dumb as hell.
He sound like a creep. I'm just like... So, okay. So, I wanted to read that, guys, to you because Jeff D, honestly... This is just my synopsis right now. For him to keep saying that he doesn't like strangers, why did you get on an experiment show to marry a stranger? It's so...
Yeah, Married at First Sight.
Yeah, like, I wrote one...
The title says it all.
I wrote one thing down. So this is the second episode. If you guys have... Well, it's actually kind of like the third episode, but it's like the second real episode because they go through the experiment the first couple of episodes. So the thing is now they're married. It's the night after the wedding. So they really... This is the first time they're sitting down and really getting to talk to one another.
Mm-hmm.
So Shanice asked Jeff D to put... for her phone number, to put her phone number in his phone. And he put her first and last name, not like wife, not like babe with a heart. And she felt
not boo, not babe, yeah.
She felt some type of way. Would y'all feel some type of way about that? Like, Lala, would you feel some type of way about that?
Hell yeah. You better put sexy ass Lala with a heart phone, something.
Right?
Big booby Lala, but some special shit.
Not even a heart. You know how like you put a heart.
Don't put my damn real name in your phone, first and last name. That's mad corny.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my work employees. I put their first and last name in the job that I worked with them at, so I don't forget which job. Since I have like a couple jobs. Yeah. And that's how you know it's like business. It's like first, last name, boom, job. But like if it's my boo or like a dude I used to mess with, they all got nicknames. Or don't answer means I ain't fucking with you at the moment. So don't answer is like,
yo.
Don't answer number 1, don't answer number 2.
Yo, it's so crazy. So she felt some type of way about that, which they're very awkward.
I'm sorry, I'm reading this comment.
I know.
My dresser right there. She monitored my wine. Go ahead.
Too funny. Yeah, they're awkward with one another. Like, Jeffy and Shanice are definitely awkward with one another.
And I'm like, why does it have to be, I don't want to bring race into it, but damn it, why gotta be the black couple?
Black Twitter.
Why the black couple gotta be the last couple to connect? They're the only ones that don't have a connection. I'm like, it gotta be the black people. Damn.
It's funny. Oh, you guys.
We just can't get it together. And then what he kept saying, you're a stranger. And he's like, okay, stranger wife. And she looked like she wanted to cry. Mind you, this episode showed them like in the bed sleeping together, waking up and going on their honeymoon to Jamaica. You were in Jamaica. Why are you making your wife cry?
I know, right?
Get to know her. Like, what? Now, like, because I understand the Haitian men and the traditions, but he's a bit much. Like, you signed up for this show. You shouldn't have done it then. They're in last place. Like, they're not even my favorite couple anymore. I got so turned off. I was rooting for you black people, but y'all not my favorite anymore. I can't because he's slow. Yeah. He's a little too slow.
I think also he's got like a little negative tone to him. I guess they had a hard time traveling to Jamaica, and he was like, she said something like, "Oh, but we're in Jamaica," and I can't remember what he said. He was like, But that trip though, he said like something like, because like the traveling was so bad.
He was like a flying virgin. That was his first time on a plane.
Yep. Out of the country. You grown as hell.
I'm like, okay, that was your first time on a plane, and then it was a negative experience, so he act like he didn't have a good time. And she's like trying to make it positive, like, oh, your first time with me, and just negative. But my number one couple right now is the couple who had sex. Jackie and Ryan.
Oh, yes.
They were the only couple to have sex, though. What channel does Married at First Sight come on?
TV.
Lifetime. Oh, no,
you're right. Lifetime. It used to come on with.
It comes on Lifetime. Yep. We're talking about Married at First Sight, guys.
Yep.
And there's 3 couples and 3 different couples. And, of course, obviously, they marry at first sight. And now they're showing them on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
So that's the episode. I think episode number 3
or 4. 3 or 4.
The 3rd episode. Yeah, so you can catch up quickly. I think they show, like, the old ones, too. But, yeah, so the black couple, they're in last place right now because they have 0 connection. And, oh, that's right. He a virgin, right? Someone said, he didn't say that on the show, but I think someone said that. Did you say that last week? Caramel kisses?
I think I'm not sure if he's a virgin or not. I don't know.
Someone said he might be gay. Then he really signed up for why are you getting paired with a woman?
Listen. You know what? One more thing I want to bring up about them is that tons of people were dragging her on Twitter, is that they were like, she shouldn't have de-beautified herself as quickly as she did, because I don't know if you guys saw it. She was like, had the weave, she was snatched, had the face, and she took that weave out, put her natural hair back in, she wet her hair.
But the white girls did too. I mean, the white girls didn't have the weave in, but they took their makeup off. Why gotta be the black girl?
They were dragging her, and I was like, that's not fair. Like, that's the natural person that he's going to be seeing for the rest of their time together. Like,
exactly. That's his wife now.
Yeah, people be killing me.
And I think she actually looks better with her natural hair.
I don't think she's a bad looking girl at all. I actually think she's very pretty. I thought she didn't look like herself in her marriage, like in the makeup they did for the wedding. I was like,
yeah.
It was like she said, Love and Hip Hop. It was like very dramatic makeup, but she's a natural beauty. So,
but it's not like you're gonna go to sleep with all that makeup on. So your man's gonna have to see your natural face eventually.
100%.
That's why, I mean, you got these girls out here that wear that every day. Their mans don't even know what their real face look like. That's why my advice to all men: push their ass in the pool. Then you're really gonna see what her face look like.
Then you're gonna really know.
Some chicks work out in their makeup. Some go to sleep with their makeup. Like, yo, give it a break, yo. But I'm glad I don't think she did it too fast because it's the type of show they signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you don't like your girl's natural hair, her real skin, you don't like her in sweats, then that's not the one for you. Because, I mean, get a fake bitch then. I mean, what you want to say?
Nobody can be on 24/7. Can I read this one tweet? Somebody on Twitter, I won't say their handle, said, Jeff D's such a sweetheart, but I'm struggling to figure out why someone that doesn't do well with strangers chooses to marry one and televise it. He keeps using his introverted nature as an excuse. But why did he sign up for this? And then it was one more. It was this girl going off like, I don't think that was kind of like, The one girl said, I don't think Jeff D is attracted to Shanice. I think he thought she was cute at the wedding, and then when she showed her natural, unwedified self that night, he lost a little bit of interest he had. Shanice deserves better.
She does deserve better, though. And I still find her prettier with, like, the natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Shout out to all the natural chicks. I mean...
It was another tweet.
It's a little thick in here.
Yeah. No, your hair looks so good. I was just telling you that today. It looks good.
Once I took my braids out, I was like, I'm not going to straighten my hair and, like, I'm not going to perm it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, because I dyed my hair twice once and it kind of broke off in the back. My hair used to be actually longer and then I had to cut it.
Yeah.
My hair broke off in the back from the dye. I kept permanent and doing all this crap to it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to braid my hair, which I did last year. I had like these long braids. And then I was like, after that, I'm just going to let it do its own thing, which I'm doing now. So, and I'm experimenting with different products, but it feels better. I'm not putting no heat products in it. I mean, I do miss my straight hair because it can get longer, like, but.
Yeah, so for Married at First Sight, the couples meet at the altar.
Yeah.
They don't know each other.
Like, they're literally, the woman's walking down the aisle, and that's the first time the man sees. So you get to see their impression, like, oh, shit, she looks good. And it hasn't been any negative ones. Like, I've heard in the last season, there's been a couple, like, oh, they don't like the way they look, and they're not happy. But it seemed like all these dudes were satisfied. Even Jeff D was satisfied at first. And then, like, they'll even look at, like, the family. Like, the family will see, obviously, the groom first. And, like, oh, he's handsome. And they're, like, judging already. Because that's the first time they're seeing the groom. But I like the show. Definitely watch it.
Yeah. It's real, real good. So who'd you say your favorite is now, Lala, on the show?
Jackie and Ryan, the fireman, and the girl, Jackie, whose boyfriend died or something. Mm-hmm. And they saw like a condom on the floor. Remember? They didn't say whether they had sex or not, but it was hinted at that they had sex. I was like, oh, snap, they got it in. But you could tell, like, from the get-go, like, at the wedding, he was, like, very touchy-feely. Yeah. And, like, they were, like, comfortable already and everything. Like, they've been married for a while. Like, they're not strangers. So that didn't surprise me that they, did the do. But
you know what I liked about them? The couples go to a brunch with their families before they go away for the honeymoon. And I think the guy, what's his name, Ryan?
Ryan.
Ryan's parents have been married for like 36 years, and her parents have been married for like 30 years. It's like they are good matches because like the parents have had really successful marriages. I like that.
That's like my parents. Oh. They've been married for, how old am I? So they've been married for, I'm 32. They've been married for 33 years.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
I was technically at the wedding because I was in my mom's stomach. So I was there. But and then there's Molly and John, another couple. They're another white couple. There's two white couples. Then there's the black couple. Jeff D's Haitian. He's the one who's like really, really slow. And then there's Molly and John. John is the one who is unemployed. He just lost his job or whatever because he's doing the show and his job didn't want him on the show. Mm-hmm. But they seem like they're okay. They're in second place in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
But John, you can tell John wants to bang really, really bad. Yes. He like wants to get it in. Yep. And Molly's like, whoa. And he's always making sex jokes. I know. She's like, pause. But she's not like a Jeff D. Like, she's not like, oh, my stranger husband. Yeah. But she's like, you could tell she's kind of like, slow down there. So.
He had a gag
I like
ball.
them too.
I was like, bruh, you can't bring the gag ball out yet. She was like, are you kidding? Like, she was trying to see, like, if he was serious. He's like, because they were packing for the honeymoon. He was like, oh, yeah, my friends bought this gag ball. And he was like, I don't know if you guys know, like the thing you put in your mouth.
He was on his 50 Shades, like, shit.
I was like, bruh, it's a little too early for that.
Oh, man. But can we talk about Catfish?
Yeah, girl, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Catfish.
Catfish was the weirdest episode I've ever seen of Catfish. Oh my God, this girl gave me so much anxiety, and I don't even have anxiety. Just sitting there watching her ass, like she kept walking around. She couldn't stay still. I'm like, what is wrong with her?
He had to send a tweet out because people were going so in on her. He was like, she really suffers from anxiety, and you shouldn't be.
Oh, she does.
Like, she like has like an anxiety disorder, and he was like, you guys shouldn't be making fun of her. Like, I get, but like, first of all, this is my thing, right? I love Neve and Max. Y'all gotta let us know that because Twitter's gonna go crazy. They gonna be with the thumbs like, yo, why is homegirl?
Yes.
She was in here doing these, and she was taking laps, and.
Right?
I was just like,
she was freaking me out too. Yo, I was like, oh my God. I was like, stay still. What is wrong with you?
So let's take it from the top. So you guys just joined. We're talking about Catfish, right? So Catfish this week, it was Kim and Matt. Kim had met Matt, I guess, via the internet. The same thing always, Catfish. But she was hiding the secret, right? Mm-hmm. So Neve and Matt's pull up. And they're like, hey, we're here, and then they do their questions, and she reveals that she's fallen in love with the guy Matt. She's never seen him, never FaceTimed him, never seen any pictures.
Mind you, they've been talking for 5 years.
5 years. 5 years.
Online.
5 years. And she tells them she's been hiding a secret. And they cut the commercials perfect on Catfish because I'd be like, now what's she about to say? So
exactly.
She then comes back and tells them she never met up with him, Matt, because she never told him she was pregnant. So Matt at this time she feels like he's catfishing her, but she ain't tell him she got this whole kid. So
I thought she was gonna say I'm a man or something. I was like waiting for something crazy.
I honestly thought that she was gonna say something crazy because this young lady has severe social anxiety disorder. I don't even know if that's a thing, but she has some type of social anxiety disorder. I mean, she does you remember the lady on SNL that would go like this and then smell her fingers? Like she has that. She has that anxiety disorder.
No.
Like that's the thing that she has. I was like, yo, she's just like that lady off the SNL.
Yeah.
But, so then they link up. They find out they can't find that Matt really isn't Matt. They're like, there's nothing that says that he's not Matt. Let's link up. You know how Catfish links the people up. And, so they meet Matt. And Matt is who he says he is.
Which is rare on Catfish. It's really him.
Very rare on Catfish.
So then I actually started to get bored. I was like, all right, so what the fuck? I was like, it's not a catfish. Like, he's a real person. I was like, okay. Like, but then there was the twist. Go ahead.
Then there's the twist. So So they meet one another. She like kind of freaks out. She's like, I can't believe it's you. She tells him that she has the baby, right? He had previously, Matt had told Kim, I'm not a kid person. So, hey, what's up? We're talking about the reality recaps. So Matt tells her, like, I'm not a kid person, so that's why she was scared to tell him that she had a child. But amongst this, she asked Matt, will you be the godfather of the baby?
The weirdest shit. How do you ask somebody who you don't know, you only talked to them online for 5 years, never met them, just realize it's really them, and the first time you see them and they say, I don't like kids, oh, and she said it's so weird, do you want to be her godfather? I was like, what? Wait, what?
Like,
what the fuck?
Like, do you love him? Like, aren't you trying to make that your baby's dad? Like, aren't you?
And mind you, her baby's daddy was helping her with the catfish, which is weird because when she kept saying I have a secret, first I thought she was a man. Okay, I'm like, okay, she's a chick. And then I thought the secret was going to be like, okay, she's still dating the boyfriend or something. And they set that up maybe just to be on TV. Because which people do, people lie on Catfish just so they can go on TV or just so they can get like a free trip, like to go see the person or something. But I wasn't expecting the kid. The kid came from left field. But then you just meet the dude who you haven't met ever.
Nope.
Do you want to be her godfather? I was like, what the fuck?
Everybody was like, the Twitter literally went crazy. The Twitter was like, bruh. Like, he's awkward himself. Okay, so Neve and Max are like, both of y'all are awkward as hell.
Exactly.
But we brought y'all together. Like, like, you know.
She said, I haven't seen this episode and I'm stressed.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, Catfish is since season 1. I saw the documentary. That's what got me hooked on Catfish because, you know, you guys don't know, Neve got Catfish and he made it into a movie.
Oh, I never seen the movie.
Girl.
That's how it started?
You have to watch the movie. It's so good.
Okay.
It's like a documentary of Neve's life.
Is it on Netflix? Because despite what Monique said, I am still watching Netflix. Okay. I don't give a fuck. But is it on Netflix? Because I love me some Netflix.
It's actually, I don't know if you have Comcast. It's on Comcast Demand. It's always there. But I do think it is on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's how Catfish started.
So then how did his boy get on there? Because I used to think they was gay.
So Max actually was linked up. The movie is The Biggest Catfish. Max got linked up with MTV.
Okay.
They didn't really know each other before the TV show. Like Max is like a film producer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because when they used to travel together, be in the same room, I was like, because Neve gave off a little gayish vibes, which is nothing wrong with that. But I was like, okay, he just seems a little like fruity in a sense. And then I wasn't sure about Max. I love his like gray hair, by the way. But then like now Neve did like a 360. I'm like, oh snap, he has a wife. Oh, he has a baby. I mean, which doesn't mean anything because you can still have a wife and a baby and be gay. You get what I'm saying? But like
this episode,
watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, he's straight.
Yeah. This is the current season, guys. It's the last episode. So I think this is episode 3. And it's labeled Kim and Matt. That's the one. It's
definitely Google like Catfish, Kim and Matt, the latest one, and then you'll be able to watch it because Kim is crazy as hell. You will have anxiety watching her act like a nut on TV. Like, well, now I feel bad because she really suffers from that. But I mean, we didn't know that watching it, so.
They gotta give me the disclaimer before I be like questioning things.
I was like, I can't help but laugh. Like she was like literally, she was like, time out, I need a minute. And then she's like walking away. I was like, what is she doing? Like
she's like, can I go for a run? Where are you running to?
I'm going to hell. I'm trying not to laugh.
Okay.
You fucking weirdo.
Okay. Lord.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I'm from Jersey.
My show.
We're both from Jersey. What up?
Yes, we both are. What up?
she needed to take her meds before taping. Yo,
Listen.
y'all. All right.
I don't know if medicine
Yo, I'm going to hell.
Bad.
That's so
I don't
wrong.
know what she... Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying not to laugh. But definitely
man.
watch that. Yo, I can't wait. Catfish come on Wednesdays. I cannot wait for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also said, don't forget she was dating the black guy. So the 3 months later, now she got a black boo.
Oh, wait, I forgot about that.
Yes. And then this it gets really weird. They're like, oh, I found this guy. It's this like humble looking black guy. Okay. And then you know how they link the two people back up together? They do the like, oh, have you talked to each other?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. She's like, I'm going to go visit him. But you just showed that you got the boo. Like, the black guy is your boo.
Oh, that's another thing. Matt agreed to be the godfather to her child.
Yes.
He decided, guys, oh my God, you have to watch this. This is the craziest shit. Catfish.
Yo, Catfish is
weirdo.
crazy.
He agreed to be, I don't know what the episode, Matt and Kim, Catfish.
Yeah, they name them by the people's names.
Yeah.
It's Kim and Matt. Yeah.
But he agreed to be the godfather. I was like, I can't. Like, do you know like, I have one godchild, but do you know the responsibility? Like, that's a damn stranger.
And you know what? I do appreciate that. Even he did kind of catfish her because he wasn't in love with her. And he was like making it seem like it was a romantic relationship over the internet. Mm-hmm. But when he met, he was like, you know, I like you. He said, I like her. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. I was like, she wants you to be in love with her. How you going to just say you? I like her like, I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her. Like, what you mean?
Weirdest shit ever.
Yeah.
Camel Kiss says she watching after this. Yeah, it's definitely, It should be on DirecTV, I think. So, yeah, they show repeats all the time, too.
Mm-hmm. They do.
So, yeah. But another big show that we watch. Oh, wait, I wanted to, do you watch Bridezilla?
I used to be a huge fan. I see it's coming back.
I saw that. I might check it out. I've never watched before. But these chicks were like freaking out so bad, and it was funny to me. So I was like, I might have to add that on my list. There's so many shows. I want to watch the show Atlanta.
That's the best.
Because I have until March, I think, until the second season comes out. So it's like a list that I have, but I want to start watching Bridezilla too. And then there's Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Do you watch that?
No, I don't watch Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
I watched the first season, but I'm like overwhelmed with shows. I'm like, I can't like just be this couch bum. I'm like, I got other things to do, so I cut that off. But
yeah,
I was like, I can't. I gotta go.
We love that you love it. Thank you. That's
and Little Man Bow Wow. There's only so much you could do watching him. I just can't. But let's talk Love After Lockup.
Girl.
Oh, thank you, sweet lady.
Yes, thank you. Love After Lockup. Okay. Andrea and Lamar stressed me out.
That's the dude that was locked up for 18 years, right? For robbery?
Yes, honey. Yes. So, okay, guys. So Love After Lockup is following, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples. And all of them, hey, guys.
He was like, what are you doing? Oh, go ahead.
So Love After Lockup is based on people that like became pen pals with inmates and fell in love. Mm-hmm. There's all these websites like meetainmate.com, this, that, and the third. So it's following their stories leading up to the inmates getting released from jail. So there's several different stories. They said I need a list, please.
What, a TV list?
Yeah. Yeah,
if you do hashtag ooh la la TV chats, I'll write it. I think I talk about all these shows too. But I could do a list. We should do like a list of all the shows we watch. And then you guys could watch it. And then we could drink wine and talk shit about all the shows.
Yes. Yeah. So there's one particular couple. They're Andrea and Lamar, and I think they're kind of the headliner of Love After Lockup because the woman is a Black Mormon. So there's a lot of scuttlebutt about like her being a Black Mormon and, is she gonna stay with the church after picking up this man from being in jail? In the first episode, one of her white friends was like, I prayed for a black friend. I mean, and that hit the wave, the internet, crazy. When that lady, I mean, I've seen memes, I've seen gifs, I've seen everything of that lady talking about she wanted a black friend.
And one of the white Mormons was doing her weed.
Yo, everybody was like, is this the Twilight Zone? Is a white Mormon woman doing a black woman's weed?
Oh my God. She was like, can you put a track in the back? Because when I wear it up, I don't want it to show. I was done. I was like, okay, girl.
It's not that deep.
That was not good.
It's never that deep. But so Andrea is going to pick up Lamar, and she's driving for 9 hours.
Dumbass.
I died. I was like, I might see. I have a rule. After 4 hours, I gotta take a flight. Wherever I'm going, if it's more than a 4 or 5 hour drive, that takes me to go on a plane so I can.
Or you need multiple drivers, because I've driven to Florida from Jersey, which is long as hell. We had to stop and spend the night at a hotel, but there were 2 other drivers in the car, so we had to rotate, and then we still had to stop. So
yeah, I've driven to Myrtle Beach from Jersey, and that was 13 hours. It was 4 of us. That's doable, but I did that when I was 19. In my 30s, I'm not doing that. I'm like,
Someone said Love and Hip Hop Miami. Boo, you missed it. We talked about that first. We usually start off with Love and Hip Hop Miami because we start the reality recap right after it. We talked about Amira La Negra and her interview on the Breakfast Club this morning. You guys tune in at 10 p.m. Eastern on the dot. But go ahead.
On the dot.
Someone kept saying Love and Hip Hop Miami. I was like, oh, we already talked about that.
Yep. And then she bought the guy a car.
Yeah, she's
how do you feel about that? I see this, and aside from Love After Lockup, why do people co-sign or buy cars for their significant others? I don't quite understand that.
I mean, unless you like Beyonce and Jay-Z and got it like that.
Exactly.
I don't got it like that, so yeah, I'm trying to keep up with my car.
Listen, I heard that. So one of the couples, I think her name is Alayla. She was the one that was doing. She was locked up for the distribution of meth, I think, or heroin. And I think he's Spanish. I'm not sure. I think he's Spanish. And she's getting her hair did and getting all ready for her man. And they linked up this week. I just think it's kind of for you to do 8 years on a distribution, you had to be pushing some weight. They're not doing what kind of jib jab was she into?
That's crazy. Wait, who broke up? Awesome Nobody? The couple we're talking about, the heroin addicts?
No, I think he's talking about Andrea and Lamar.
Did they break up though?
I don't know. It alludes to that.
Oh.
It alludes to that. I don't know.
But wait, he was getting out. He's like, so yeah, when I got locked up, I was in my, 22, in my early 20s? It must have been because he's 40 now. He was like, I still feel young. I was like, oh God. He coming out. He's like, he's 23. The way he's acting, and you could tell he's about to because he missed 18 years of his life. So I feel like mentally he's not going to act like he's 40.
He came out of the jail with a chain.
The girl with the red dress. Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one who was, I can't remember about her. Garrett and Johanna.
Yes.
So wait, they broke up in real life?
I think that was the commercial. You know how the commercial for the next week played? I think they get into a fight.
Well, I looked at her Twitter because I was curious, because I was she got hella disrespected on the show. But she said something like, oh, like, I think she retweeted, like, I love how people like to judge when they only watch the edited version of a show for like an hour or something. So, you know, maybe they don't show like everything, but he still disrespected the hell out of her. Like,
yep.
Like, first of all, she waited 4 years to have sex with him. And he said he waited 6 years. So they finally have sex. Like, they're in the bathroom. She goes in the shower. The whole time I'm on the couch, I'm like, oh my God, no. I'm like, use protection, please, please.
Yes.
You're not, if they're having sex in the shower, obviously they're not using protection. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to catch something. This guy was in jail for 6 years. I was like,
a whole mess.
Yeah, and then it was over really, really quick, the sex. So I think she's like, yeah, there's room for improvement. He needs to, like, build up.
Yo, she went in on him. And I was kind of shocked she said that. She is very open. Like, that girl, she is very open about their relationship. And she was like, you know, it didn't last that long.
Like, how you tell the world your man came quick? Like,
yeah.
Embarrassed the hell out of him.
So crazy. Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, are you okay? In the shower. Like, what happened?
I was like, I can't. And then he went out to a bar, but he can't legally drink because I guess he's still on probation or whatever. Yeah. So he went there with his boys to have fun, and she's like, oh, I'm the new warden now. And she's like, I was used to him being in jail and knowing where he was at all times, but I put a tracker on his phone. I'm like, damn, like...
Doing too much.
It's like he's not in jail, but still in, like, her jail, basically. And then she kept saying, when are you coming? And, like, when are you coming home? And he was like, you know, he's happy to be out, see his boys and everything. And she's, like, pressing him the whole time. Like, so annoying.
Crazy.
But, yeah, so then they argued. You remember when they argued and he was like, oh, like, shut the fuck up and, like, you're stupid. Because she was like, oh, I feel like I'm stupid. He's like, you are stupid. And he called her, like, a bitch. I was so shocked. I was like, that's hella disrespectful. Like, she also got him. Exactly. Oh, my God. Dumbass people. Like, and I think he said something like, thank you for being a miserable bitch. I was like, did you... Like, he was going in. Like, this is the chick that picked you up out of jail and stuck by your side, did not have sex with any other dude for 4 years. Dumb as hell. But, like, that dude was not his homeboy.
He definitely came for her. So, you know who I'm really interested? I can't wait till this person gets out. The couple, Scotty and Liz. I can't wait. That's the one who was given it's the white guy with the ponytail. And
Izzy.
The mixed lady. Yes, Liz.
Izzy, Scott and Izzy. Oh, she's using the hell out of him.
If that ain't hitting a lick, I don't know what is. I'm like, yo.
She is using him.
$1,000. Oh my God.
If your friend thinks something's wrong, usually something is wrong. And it's like, how much did you give this woman in jail? Oh, $20,000. I was like, he is dumb. That's what we're talking about, Caramel Scott. Oh my God, Scott and Izzy. And then it looks like she's supposed to be getting out, but it looks like there might be some complications with that in next week's episode. I don't know.
Yeah. God's son ain't here he ain't for the shit either.
He's a sucker.
Like, I don't know that lady.
Scott is a sucker because he knew her for 2 years and already gave her 20 G's. That's some sucker shit. Like, he's so getting used.
He's in the boutique buying $1,000, $1,200 worth of clothes. Like, he's like, she doesn't have anything in her closet. It's okay. You could have went to Charlotte Russe or something like. What are you buying for $1,200? I don't know.
Go to Kmart or something.
Target. Like she needed $1,200 worth of dresses, and the front is just like,
That's a hot mess.
No, the front is like, it's a whole mess.
And remember what he said first episode, like, dating someone in prison is safer. Because you know, like, where they are at all times. But he gonna get his heart broke. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for his heart to get broken. It's coming.
Carmel Kisses said he gonna have to return them clothes.
That's what his friend said. His friend was like, keep the receipt because you're going to be returning these clothes. Y'all was dying. Someone said he got a brother, right? Another dumbass guy.
Too funny. Too funny. Somebody said he got a brother. I'm telling you, they hitting licks over there. Like, who is $20,000 worth of money? Where are you going? You're in jail. Like, all you can do is get commissary.
Where did that $20,000 go? She probably giving it to another dude.
It might have been like lawyer fees or something like that, but still, like, that's a lot of money.
She turning tricks, man.
And then, like, she takes sexy pictures in the jail. Like, all her, like, little photos, like, when they're, like, showing her, are her in the jail uniform, but, like, post up on the bed, like,
you guys have to watch Love After Lockdown. This show is lit. The Come of Israel. And what was that? I gotta go back on my website. Meet an Inmate, was it .com?
Yes, Meet an Inmate.
You know what? I want to do an experiment. My man gonna kill me. Because I have no chill. I want to do an experiment. I actually want to write a letter to an inmate and see what happens.
Carmel Kisses says she went on there. It's some pretty good looking guys.
They are. I was browsing. I was like, this is how they get them.
They can keep them on their books until they get out? No way. So she can just cash out like an ATM? Like, you can just get the money out? Like, oh, here's my 20 racks.
Oh, wow.
What? Yo.
Damn.
That's crazy. Oh, this show, somebody asked, this is called Love After Lockup. I forget what channel this comes on. Let me look this up.
Yeah, so we talk about Love After Lockup, Catfish, Love and Hip Hop Miami, Married at First Sight, and then what was the other show that I said I had to watch? The one that Caramel Kisses, I think.
Undercover High.
Oh, Undercover High, which should be recording. At least she will be baking. Yo, Izzy ain't stupid, and she's done that before. She's smart.
So crazy. 90 Days. Oh, have you ever seen that 90 Day Fiancé, Lala?
No, I heard of that show. Is it kind of like Married at First Sight?
It's different. It's like mail order stuff. Like, oh, I'm from Russia and I came here. And then they have like 90 days to get married. It kind of is Love at First Sight, Married at First Sight, but it's not like nice like the wedding and the honeymoon. And all
okay.
That. It's mad real. They be really beefing.
You know what shows I miss? I miss like Flavor of Love, Rock of Love.
Me too.
Love Games, Bad Girls Club don't come on anymore. What else? All of them Rock of Love, Tequila, all them shits, Charm School.
Yes. Oh, you know what?
And then there was like the ones with the games.
We gotta watch, Lala. We gotta watch Marriage Bootcamp because Chrissy and Jim Jones is on it this season.
Oh, when does that come on? It's like a family one, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a family. So is Mama Jones gonna be on there?
Yeah, Mama Jones is on it.
Yo, I think she follows my blog. I gotta check because I saw something with her and I was like, is she following me? Shout out to Mama Jones.
Yes. Marriage Bootcamp. That comes on the 31st of March, and that's on WeTV.
Okay, so I'll definitely check that out.
Yep, that looks like it's going to be a good season.
I think that's all. And then I watched The Challenge. Corey went home. If anyone watches, like, is into, like, Real World, The Challenge and everything. Why are they on it for? She never met. Exactly. What I say, them Dipset guys, they don't get married. Wait, why does it say there's 0.18 remaining? Does the live end at a certain point?
Oh, it does. It only lets you do an hour.
Oh, well, I guess we got to wrap it up because it said 9, 8. All right, guys, we'll catch you next Monday at the same time.